It's time now for another keynote, and this time it's by our platinum partners, Fujifilm. We have Haru Oki, Global Manager at Fujifilm, who is going to be speaking on enhanced data management with S3 compatible tape technology. Over to you, Haru.
Okay, thank you, Enrit. So I'm going to share my screen. Oops, sorry about that. Sorry, looks like I lost my presentation, which was up. Can you see my screen now?
Yes, we are able to see your screen.
Okay, good, thank you. Okay, so thank you very much for joining this presentation on enhancing data management with S3 compatible tape technology. I'm Haru Oki with Recording Media Products Division of Fujifilm Corporation. I'm based out of Tokyo, and I have a little over 20 years of experience in data storage tape media business, and also 10 years in data management solutions based on tape technology as well, which I'll be talking about today. So my agenda today, I'll first talk briefly about the data management landscape, which I know everybody is very familiar with, and then the increasing role of tape technology, and then enhancing data management with S3 compatible tape. So talking about data management, I think we all know that we're experiencing surging amounts of data creation on a day-to-day basis. You can see here there's IDC's famous forecast on the data creation in the world, going up to 175 zettabytes in 2025 with an annual growth rate of 28%. And along with increasing needs to store more of that data for longer periods of time, because now companies want to utilize their data assets for various purposes, and also, of course, to monetize that asset. And then on the other hand, you have the IT budgets remaining pretty flat. And so on the right, we have a forecast on worldwide ICT spendings only increasing at 6% annually. So you can see there's a huge gap between the data growth and then the IT budget growth. And so there's going to be increasing needs for more scalable and cost-effective storage solutions. Another aspect of data management is that companies are utilizing different types of storage, right? As we've heard a lot already in SODACON, and with on-premise storage and off-premise storage, especially the cloud. And so you can see here, we have, the applications that are generating data on a day-to-day basis. And then this line represents your internal network, and beneath you have your on-premise storage, like traditional file storage, and then also object storage now becoming very popular to store, large data sets. And then you have the cloud, right? And nowadays, most companies are utilizing both on-premise and cloud to manage their data, which is typically called a hybrid cloud strategy. And then the other thing is that most companies are not using just a single cloud, but also multiple cloud services, because each cloud has its flavor and it has, kind of different benefits, different strengths. So companies are using multiple clouds, which is, the multi-cloud strategy as well. And so, with all of these cloud solutions being utilized, companies have, various applications that are utilizing the cloud directly. And the thing is that all of these cloud solutions use APIs for interaction. And that also goes for object storage as well, because object storage is a concept of bringing cloud-like technologies on-premise. And so therefore, there's a technology shift to API and cloud-based workflows that's happening in the world today. And now I'm going to switch gears and talk about the increasing role of tape technology. First, I want to share with everybody here that tape technology is continuing to evolve. Here I have an illustration of the structure of a magnetic tape, which is formed by multiple layers. And on the top, we have the magnetic layer. And in the magnetic layer, we're using magnetic particles, which is actually where your bits of data is stored. And on the very left, we have the legacy metal particles going back into the 1990s. And then in the middle, we have the barium ferrite particles, which we're using in the data storage tapes products today. And then on the right, we have a new particle called strontium ferrite, which we developed for the future manufacturing of data storage products. And on the right, I'm showing a chronological chart of the technology demonstration on areal density that we've performed together with IBM, and the potential capacity of a single tape cartridge. And you can see here, well, we started this back in 2006 with each demonstration increasing the areal density. And then just last year in 2020, we achieved a 317 gigabit per square inch areal density on tape, which is equivalent to 580 terabytes of capacity of a single tape cartridge. So that's I think you guys can see it's pretty remarkable. And now this is the latest LTO roadmap. So today we have LTO Generation 8 out in the market with 12 terabytes of native capacity and 30 terabytes compressed capacity. And one thing I want to note is that LTO has a proven track record when you go back into the historical generations. With each introduction of a new generation, we've significantly increased the capacity of a single cartridge. And then the roadmap goes all the way up to Generation 12, which we're targeting for a capacity of 144 terabytes native and 360 terabytes compressed in a single cartridge. And the thing is, based on the demonstration I explained in my previous slide, we believe the current magnetic particle technology can fulfill this future roadmap. So we're very confident in delivering on this roadmap. And so what that large data capacity contributes to is significant savings in TCO because of the large capacity of a single tape cartridge. So this study shows a 10-year TCO comparison between a tape-based solution and a disk-based solution, starting at 10 petabytes and then with an annual growth rate of 35%. And so this shows that over the 10 years, you can achieve an 86% reduction in TCO by using a tape solution versus a disk solution in managing a massive, tens of petabytes of data. So you can see that there's a huge potential for cost reduction by using tape. And then also a part of the TCO is the energy savings that contributes, and that also means that you can reduce your CO2 emissions by using tape technology. And this chart here is from the same study, but you can see that over the 10-year period, you can reduce your CO2 emissions by 87%. So that's another way that tape can contribute to which is more eco-friendly, and this is also becoming a very hot topic today. Another traditional use of tape is increasing data protection with an air gap. So what an air gap is by creating multiple copies of your data on tape, you can actually take a copy of that data on tape. You can remove that from the tape equipment and store it on a shelf, or even better, store it at an offsite location so that you have a set of data that's completely isolated from your data environment, which gives you complete protection from cyber threats. And also you can reinforce your disaster recovery strategy by having a copy of your data on tape as well. And I also wanted to share that a lot of the hyperscale data centers are turning to tape today. I'm just showing the logos of the companies who've publicly stated that they're utilizing tape in their infrastructure, basically to reduce their long-term data retention and protection costs, and again, also to reduce energy consumption. So you can see all of these big players around the world are also using tape. So just to sum up what I've talked about so far is, first, we have the increasing needs for scalable and cost-effective storage. And then we have the technology shift to API and cloud-based workflows that's happening. And then Fujifilm wants to deliver the value and benefits of modern tape technology to a broader range of customers. So we believe the answer to that is S3 compatible tape. And Fujifilm actually has a product called Object Archive, which delivers this functionality. And basically talking about this, it works as an S3 gateway to tape, and it works like a glacier in your data center, and therefore you can implement tape transparently to users and applications with online access to objects. And it has a scale-out architecture so that you can increase your capacities based on your data growth. And also, we've optimized the writing of objects to tape. This is a high-level diagram of the Object Archive software solution that's represented in this box in the middle. I'm not going to go into too much detail, but on the very left, we have the front end of the system where we provide the S3 compatible interface. So data is written and read from the system using S3 compatible APIs. And once we receive the objects, we accumulate the objects, and then we turn them into a large packed object before we write them to tape to optimize the writing of the objects to tape. And then on the back end, we connect to a tape library. We support the major tape libraries that are out in the market today. And we can operate multiple tape drives to create simultaneous copies of your data for data redundancy. And we support currently LTO 7, 8, and the IBM TS1160. This is a list of the supported S3 compatible APIs. You can see that we're just using the very basic APIs for writing data and reading data. And very important is that we're using the purely S3 compatible APIs, meaning we're not using any specialized APIs, so that we can integrate easily and seamlessly with existing applications. And this is a screenshot of when you connect to Object Archive with the S3 browser. So you can see a listing of the objects written. And when Object Archive writes an object to tape, it changes the storage class to Glacier. So, and this is how you can see if your object is stored on tape. And so we're implementing tape very transparently, and while continuing to provide online access to your object as a Glacier object. And talking about the new tape format for object storage that we developed, it's called OTFormat, and we've implemented this in our Object Archive system. So we're writing objects to tape directly in their native form, and as I mentioned earlier, we're also optimizing the performance by packing multiple objects together in writing to tape. And then we've also made this an open format. So we've actually published the technical specifications of OTFormat on our websites. And we've also released a free software tool called OTFormat Reader. And this is a tool that enables you to read any OTFormat tape on a single tape drive without using the Object Archive solution. So this gives you a means to read your tapes without using Object Archive, so that you don't have to be worried about being unable to read the tapes due to a proprietary format. And lastly, we support LTO 7 and above, and also the 3592 tape media used with the IBM TS1160 drives. So what implementation looks like. So this is the same diagram I showed earlier, and then on the lower right I have the Fujifilm Object Archive system. But what we're suggesting is to add a high capacity, low cost storage for cold data archive or backup to your existing storage environment, meaning that we're not replacing anything, but we're or being an addition to your existing storage environment. And one way you can do that is by implementing Object Archive as an extension of existing object storage. So you can see here, because many object storage products have the functionality to tier off cold data to an external S3 target based on policies. So you can connect directly with object storage using the S3 compatible API, or you can actually implement Object Archive as an independent S3 target on your network. And so you can use like a data management software or data mover that's compatible with S3 to read and write data to us. So wrapping up, so S3 compatible tape technology, it's a new way to seamlessly implement tape with API-based workflows. And you can protect your investments and complement your storage infrastructure because, again, we're not replacing anything, but we can be an extension of your storage for massive amounts of cold data and therefore enhancing your data management by significantly reducing your storage costs and also increasing your data protection with an air gap. Okay, so that's it for my presentation. Thank you very much. And if you have any questions, please feel to reach out to me. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Haru. And let me check if we have any questions. I believe. Okay, so there is a question. Currently, can the technology support over 500 terabytes? Devanand Sanasi wants to know this.
So right now, the 580 terabyte was a technical demonstration. So it's not yet utilized for product yet, but we will obviously, so we will be utilizing this technology to support the future generations of data storage tape.
Okay, and there's a follow-up question. Why is it not available in the market yet?
Okay, yes. Basically, again, we did this more on a, I would say, a demonstration, a technical demonstration, but in order to productize, make it available as a product, there's a lot of further development, including together with the drive manufacturers in actually bringing it to market as a product, and also including making the production process stable and things like that. So that's why it's something that we're preparing more for the future and can't deliver it yet today.
All right. I believe that's all the time we have for questions today. Thank you so much, Haru. And for all those who are in the session, you're in a lucky session. We are asking a question and giving away an Amazon voucher worth $100 US in this one. So I'll be putting the question on your screen now. Please remember that you have to answer in chat and not in the Q&A. You have to answer in the chat window. All right. And the first person to give me the right answer, remember, not a partial answer. I want a complete answer. So, or if it has multiple parts in the answer, the complete answer, you will win an Amazon.com voucher worth $100 US. So, your question. What are the first 4 projects to join as Soda Eco projects? What are the first 4 projects to join as Soda Eco projects? Let me see who gets the answer right. Answer in chat, answer in chat, answer in chat. Make sure you get the correct answer. I want all the 4 projects in one message. In the chat, the first 4 projects to join as Soda Eco projects. If you've been paying attention to the keynote today or yesterday, you would have gotten this already. Let's see who can get the first 4 projects as Soda Eco projects. Okay, let's have at least two of them. If you know two of them, let's have two of them. Who can get at least two of the projects? No, Jennifer D, that's not the answer. Okay, Rakshit SB gets it right. Linbit and Cortex. Linbit, can you give me the right answer? It's close. If I get a better answer, I'll probably give somebody, but Linbit and Cortex is one right answer. Is there anybody with a better answer? Let's see if anybody's there with a better answer. Rajat, this is not open to members of SODA. Please refrain if you're members of SODA. Okay. So we are out of time. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give it to Rajat says he's just helping the correct answer. Well, you're right. We will help him out. And Rakshit SB, congratulations. Rakshit SB, congratulations. You have won yourself an Amazon.com voucher worth $100 because you got Cortex, right? I'm going to give it away to you because, hey, I'm the quiz master and all rules right with me. Linshaw Cortex. Pradeep Roy, as mentioned, please answer in chat and not in the Q&A. The correct answers, just so you know, are the following, and I'm going to bring them up on screen. It's Linshaw, OpenEBS, Cortex, and Zenko are the first four projects as part of the SODA Eco Projects ecosystem. All right, then. With that, congratulations to Rakshit SB. Rakshit, please message Sanil or Ashit in the backend, or you can just drop a message with your email ID and we'll get back to you. Congratulations once again. With that, it's time now for us to disperse into the parallel tracks. The keynote sessions are all over for today. This is the main track where we continue with the further sessions. The next sessions, we are going to break into 3 parallel tracks. The main track is going to continue here. We also have a dedicated Japanese track. You can check out the schedule on AirMeet for the Japanese tracks and join those sessions. And remember, the China track is specifically being conducted on Zoom because of network connectivity issues with AirMeet. So please remember, we are having the parallel tracks now. From now, you can break out to the Japanese-only track in the Japanese section on AirMeet. You can break out to the Chinese track in Zoom, and we continue here for the next session. For our next session, we have with us Sainath Matu, practice head storage and peripherals, ER&D at Wipro. He's going to be talking on unified hybrid data archival framework. So let's all now head on to the next topic and we will meet you there. Thank you very much.